Hello, this is Conrad speaking. Today, something really powerful is coming up. We are laying out the first dishes, one of the biggest gaming projects when it comes to Web3. And importantly, it's a Polish project. If you haven't had the chance to get acquainted with this project before, I think today will be an opportunity for that. However, before I get into the details, remember that this is not financial advice. As for the name of this project, it is Elympics. If you think the era of play to earn is already in the past, thank you. And especially when it comes to gaming in Web3, well, I think you're seriously mistaken. Because Elympics is a completely new quality when it comes to this market. And in fact, we have here models play to win, complete to earn. And these are elements that come together and make this project a potentially huge player in the gaming market, especially in Asia, where they are very active. But I will talk about this in a moment. Let's first and foremost move on to what the Elympics project is and what characterizes it. Elympics is primarily a platform for game developers, aimed at them so they can build revolutionary games, mainly related to multiplayer using blockchain technology, which is a hallmark of this project in the context of Web3. But note, blockchain is here, invisible, and this is especially important for Web2 users, those who have not yet interacted with Web3 and particularly with blockchain. So what does this invisibility entail? If a developer, a game creator who is developing a game on the Unity engine uploads it directly to Elympics, the platform automatically provides servers for hosting, fair player matching, meaning matchmaking, an anti-cheat system, and most importantly, entertainment for real stakes, meaning for real money, which is loved by users, players from Asia. And most importantly, it's not just a regular play to earn with token farming, and so on and so forth. Here, skill matters. You win, you take it all, you lose, well, you try again. The whole magic works thanks to authoritative servers that record the progress of a given match, a given game. After the game ends, the result is recorded on the blockchain. Above all, this is where we have the proof of game, which is undeniable. And this is the element of blockchain that is used, for instance, in the gaming industry. And it makes it absolutely indisputable. Moreover, in other industries, such as sports results, blockchain is also expected to be used in the future. Grasfer, you receive a reward, you cheat, sorry, the system will detect you and goodbye. So this is primarily very important, especially in play to earn, where specific stakes are placed by users, by players. And these users can be sure that while playing, they won't fall victim to cheaters, they won't fall victim to people who play unfairly. And what I mentioned at the beginning, the most important thing is the skill. As for the future, regarding Elympics, they want to completely decentralize hosting so that anyone can become a node, host matches, and earn as long as you gain their native token Eli, which I will talk about because Eli as a token, their native token, will also have its listing at this time. And right now, listen, we actually have the opportunity to buy these tokens directly in the pre-sale and later directly in the sale. Open where they will be available, but of course at a higher price. So in the case of this project, I am very much betting on the future of this gaming industry when it comes to Web3. That's why I'm also participating here as an early shareholder when it comes to ELI tokens. All the information regarding how to buy this token at this stage can be found directly in the description below this video. Alternatively, I warmly invite you to the Zdefiniowani group where, thanks to, you will have all the information regarding this pre-sale. Exactly, but when it comes to the token itself, the token is meant to be the heart of the ecosystem and primarily serve as a payment for using the staking platform. And it will become the node we talked about, meaning those nodes, verification of game results, overseeing players, DAO voting. And these nodes, listen, another project that will provide the opportunity to purchase nodes and earn passively. In fact, this is the element that it might be what I need, what I always look for in such projects, which is the possibility of passive earning. As for the TGE, which is the release of tokens to the market, it is planned for this year, 2025. Then Eli will be listed on the exchange. So we will have the opportunity to trade this token on decentralized markets as well as on CEXs. Now, a very important and significant thing. Who is Elympics collaborating with? And they have gained the trust of many very big players. Of course, in the gaming industry, we have here putty penguins. Yes, these are the cute NFT penguins. So we have a case here where this project built its first game on Olympics and is showcasing it during Token 2049 in Dubai. This event, the biggest crypto event, which will take place in just a few days, or perhaps a dozen. Moreover, the number of events, the number of places where they appear as Olympics, especially in Asia, is enormous. And right now, this event regarding Token 2049 will be such a summary of their campaign directly before the TGE. And as I said, they are very focused on reaching audiences directly from Asia, mainly because we have players there who are very primarily playing for those stakes, playing for real money. So this is crucial, especially for the project itself. Another matter is that they are launching direct cooperation with Coinbase, primarily within the iconic game. Flappy Birds. This is the game that will be the first officially uploaded to the Coinbase wallet store, which means to Coinbase Wallet Web3, where there is already access to over 5 million users daily. Thus, a huge collaboration between Olympics and Coinbase in launching this first flagship game directly created by Olympics. Another of the huge collaborators, partners, in fact it's Boombeats, an international giant in gaming, which has the hit game Darts Art with 50 million downloads, and it will be directly imported to Olympics. In order to connect it directly with Web3 and primarily with the blockchain. And this is very important, especially in terms of development of the community, reaching a very large group of users. So huge opportunities that come with it. Another matter, it's the collaboration with the Tone Network, with the Tone Foundation, and primarily for them as a direction for entering the market. The American market in 2025. This will, of course, be a very big challenge, but they are prepared for it. And this significant collaboration directly with Tone means that this market will open up very broadly for them. As for influencers, CryptoBanter and other big influencers are declaring that they are building a game on Olympics. The hype is going global. So there are a lot of different things. T-Bull, when it comes to a studio with over 600 million downloads, is also transferring its games to Olympics. So we have here, listen, really very large, strong collaborations. A huge project that is truly supported from every side, directly by big players, big users, big influencers, very big ones. Of course, all of this is supposed to translate into success. As for other things, talks are ongoing with American celebrities like Drake, Snoop Dogg. And this is really the hype that can hit the moment they enter this market, the American market. They plan to create their own games. These influencers, of course, I'm talking about Snoop Dogg, etc., based precisely on Olympics technology. So huge things are happening around this project. Anyway, do your own research. I'm absolutely not persuading anyone to do anything here. You must make these decisions consciously when, of course, you make any decisions regarding the investment of your funds. What are the plans for the year 2025? Of course, besides this expansion into the American market, apart from the collaborations I mentioned a moment ago and the listing of the token itself, the mainnet will be launched, which means their own blockchain, dozens of games at launch, direct support for players from the USA, Asia, and Europe. The Ely token on the market, along with those Flappy Birds games, Paddy Penguins, etc. These are all the things that will strongly hype this project in 2025. That is, of course, my opinion. So that's all from my side regarding this project. One could, of course, talk for hours. To each of you, I also recommend reading the project's white paper and getting familiar with what I talked about. Here you also have information about the partners with whom they are directly building this project. So a lot is happening in this ecosystem. Of course, make your own decision, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me in this definiowani.like group. You will find the link to this group directly in the description below this video. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Take care. Bye.